All right, we're cutting up some plate aluminum, 1/8 inch, and we're going to build some mounts for our electrical controls under the hood. Let's do it. All right, so I used some cardboard, made some templates. So I cut this aluminum out to fit the contours of under the hood. Got some bolts in there. Used a body mount bolt there, and then I'm prefabricated one on the back. I can still get to my washer fluid. My battery terminals are still exposed. I can get all this unassembled in about 2 minutes and get to the battery. So my shutoff switches are gonna go here for the winch and the house batteries. It's good and solid. Then my fuses are gonna mount right here and right here. My electronic controls for my off-road lighting will go there. Ford did a solid and gave us lots of room under this hood. So we're gonna take advantage of it. And this is gonna be kick-ass. Looks great under here too. We're gonna get some paint on it. Be awesome. So these are the components that's gonna be mounted on that aluminum. So this white card back here is the template for the first aluminum piece that mounts above the battery box. Then if you notice, there's another piece of aluminum that comes out, and then it's got a 45 bend here. That's for these switches here. So this is gonna be my positive cable switch between truck starter battery and house battery. This is gonna be my negative switch between truck starter battery and house battery. This will be my shutoff for the winch. I don't like to travel with the winch always hot. This is the control box for all my off-road lighting. This is a wireless module. So once the lights get wired into this will talk to the upfitter switch, the module that's mounted on the dash, to turn the lights off and on. We can remove that module from the dash and take it up into the rooftop tent, back to the camper, or up to 180 feet from the truck and still control my off-road lights. These switches here are to switch from starter battery to house battery, so when we're camping, I can switch to the house battery and still control my off-road lights so we can use them for camping, emergency, whatever happens, and I don't have to worry about draining my starter battery down. So this is my bus bar for the positive lead, negative bus bar for my negative leads. 60 amp fuse coming from the house battery in the rear. Got a 200 amp fuse coming off the truck starter battery for this control system. And then this is a 200 amp for the winch. And these are gonna get configured in. These are number 2 gauge wires. These are what I'm gonna control this system with. So I've got plenty of juice. I don't worry about wires getting hot. And I'm gonna make this system badass.